What was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Well, everything really didn't go as planned for me when I first came into the NFL. I had some adversity because I was dropping footballs. When you are a player drafted in the first round, the 16th player taken, high expectations. So everybody thought, okay, this guy, he can't handle this platform, this stage, and coming from a small, predominant black school like Mississippi Valley State University. So the adversity, I had to fight through that. And I remember a couple games where I had a few drops, the media got down on me, the fans got down on me, but I remember the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, and this is what he told me. He said, "You're going to be great one day." Here I am, dropping balls during preseason, and he's telling me that, I'm going to be great one day. And I just had to work through that adversity. Once I did that, then my come-out game, it was like my coming-out game was a Monday night game against the Los Angeles Rams. It was a Monday night game. I think I had over 10 receptions, over 200-something yards, and 3 touchdowns. So first, I fought through that adversity. Then I got rewarded. Now, after I got rewarded, it's like, okay, what are you going to do with that? The thing that came to mind for me was, I'm going to work harder. Yeah, I just had a great game, and I just had a breakthrough, but, it was more to come from me, and I just continued to work.
So that was, what is your greatest accomplishment?
Well, guys, I never think about the records. And well, even though I have a lot of records, I never think about the records. It's like when the media or, when people remind me of, the catches, the yardage, the touchdowns, and all of those things, I would say getting drafted to the NFL. That was something, that was like a dream come true for me. And to be able to be on that stage of playing professional football, the Super Bowls, all of that. Think about this, guys. I mean, we all dreamers. This is something that you guys probably dream about also. Being on that stage, the biggest game ever. The entire world is watching. Only 2 teams are playing. One of those teams going to go on and lift that trophy. And so that was it for me, being drafted. And it's something I'll never forget.
When you're watching film, what kind of techniques and methods do you use to analyze
That was, when watching film, what techniques or methods did you use to help you whilst watching film?
So I was one of those guys. I would watch film. I would give respect to my opponent, but I really didn't want to focus in on them. I wanted to be that type of guy to initiate on the football field. I wanted to establish myself. It was important for me to get into the game early. If the ball is not being thrown my way or anything like that, still I was going to make contact blocking or something like that downfield to help my teammate. So contact was everything. Then once I got that first catch, then I was into the routine. But it's all about giving respect, to the opposing team. But against bump and run, I wanted to be the one that was gonna be physical coming off the line of scrimmage, have a plan, know exactly what I want to do, not wait on the defensive back to and try to react to him. I was gonna initiate.
That's really interesting. So it's almost like you wanted to be the one that they paid the count for. You didn't want to go out there and go, oh, that corner normally does this, so I'm going to do this. You wanted to go out there and you wanted them to change their game for you, which is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, as a defensive back, you look at different tendencies and all that, but I read off the line of scrimmage. If it was a run play, I was gonna hit this guy right in the mouth. I was gonna establish myself right from the start to let him know that he's in the battle, and it's gonna be like this all day long. So it's all about, you know, well, you have to establish yourself, but you have to also play within the guidelines. I didn't do anything dirty or anything like that, but I wanted that defensive back to know that it was going to be a physical day all day long, and I was going to wear you out. I mean, from the way I started the game in the fourth quarter is the way I'm going to finish the game. So it was all about my conditioning and just, you know, playing the greatest game ever, and I feel like that's the game of football.
Kofi?
What was the greatest play you ever made? Like a play we'll never forget.
What was the greatest play you've ever made?
I consider this guy as being one of the greatest football players to ever play the game, Jim Brown. Jim Brown, exceptional running back, and I was able to break his record on Monday Night Football. He had, I broke his touchdown record. I think he had 126 touchdowns, and I broke his record on Monday night, 127. And it's something I'll never forget, because, you know, it's like all week long the media, you know, they're making you aware of what might happen. And it's tough. It's a tough week because they're asking you questions, and you have to answer those questions and do all of that. And you want to just get it over with because you don't want it to be a distraction, you know, for your teammates. The most important thing is to win, but to break this record is something, you know, I'll never forget.
Tom Jones?
So, you speak of how you had your work ethic, which outshine everyone else, but how much time would you spend alone working on getting yourself better, whereas if you went behind the lights where people could see you?
So that was, Jerry spoke about the importance of work ethic, but how much time did you spend alone, away from the lights, working hard, throughout the whole season?
A typical workout for me during the off-season, guys, I would, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I had this infamous hill that I would run. It's about 2.5 miles up, then you have to run back down. So that was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, it was all about track work and, you know, running routes on the field. And so from 7 till about, I would say 1 o'clock, I was working every day. From 7 in the morning till about 1 o'clock. Now this is during the off season. Now during the season, it's like you're working every day. You go to the facility. I would always go early, and you know, I was one of those guys that felt like you had to lead by example. So if the younger guys, if they see me in working hard, making the commitment, they're gonna do the same thing. So you know, then after practice, you know, you have a 2-hour practice or more. Then after that, I probably would spend like an hour or something more on the football field, just going through my routes, working on my routes where I get the timing down. I might get the second maybe the second or third string quarterback, where we can just go out there and work. And it's just all about repetition, doing it over and over and over. I think once you do that, now you can take that to the football field because you have put the time in. Now, if you don't practice a certain way, you don't work hard, you don't have a chance. You know, it's almost like you're defeating the purpose. So I put the time in, and I think that's the reason why I was so successful. So successful is because, you know, I just work hard, and I poured myself into the game of football, and I just had a good time out on the football field.
Great. Cool. Before we ask Freddie for the question, just a hand up if you've got that Pro Football Hall of Fame room, just so we know where it's at right now. All right. Good to know.
Okay.
Freddie Penny.
I just wondered what was the best locker room you were part of and how that atmosphere was created.
Let me stand up. The best locker room for me, gosh. I said, when you got great leaders, guys, I mean, every day, you know, you got guys and, you know, you building that chemistry and you guys are all, it's like you all working for one goal. And that's to win football games and win championships. And, God, every year we had great leaders in the locker room. It was, you know, we had coaches that would put together game plans, but then it's up to those players to go out and make that game plan happen during that football game. So we had coaches on the football field too. So, you know, you have to be a great locker room player. You have to fit in. You have to be totally committed. I always wanted to learn something every day. I didn't take one day for granted. You know, if you go to practice and you just say to yourself, you know, well, I'm just gonna get through this. No, it doesn't work that way. You should learn something every day that's gonna better yourself. Even if it doesn't have to do with football. It's gonna better yourself, you know, in life.
Henry.
What were some of the things that enabled you to play for as long as you did?
You know, I think the reason why I played for such a long time is that I never looked at it like a job. Yeah, they were paying me a lot of money, yes, but it was something that I really loved doing, and I was totally committed to it. And you guys, you gotta think about this too. Think about the excitement that you can bring to so many lives by playing football. You have people wanting your autograph. You have people wanting to take pictures with you. You could bring so much excitement to their lives on a given day from catching a football, scoring a touchdown. I have heard this over many times, and a lot of, you know, older people, family members and stuff like that, they have said to me, when you catch that 5-yard slant and you go 95 yards, I'm at home watching the television and I'm running right next to you. So I look at myself as a role model. And I think, you know, it's the greatest game ever. For 20 years, I never looked at it like a job. It was fun, and I still love it.
All right, I think that's the perfect segue into sort of some breakout discussions. So.
You guys and just hang around you guys, you know, it's really special for me. I appreciate it, okay? Thank you.
Okay, so let's hear from some of you guys. You had that time to really talk about how you can make yourself better, not just on the football field, but in the classroom as well. So, Taj, you had your hand up.
Thanks for coming. Basically, one of the points that we said that we took from Jerry Rice was work ethic. So we said make sure you come to work, and we did that.
One of the points that we took from Jerry was come to work. Don't think of it as a chore, and think of it as fun. Like, everyone came to the academy and chose the academy because they love football. They didn't chow because it was a chore. They didn't chow because they was told to. We also did don't cheat yourself, because those who want it separates it from those who don't want it if they cheat themselves. Also, he said make sure your mindset is alright, so you can't prepare mentally and your body will follow. So like, if you don't come prepared mentally, then your body won't work as it should be.
See people want to clap. If you want to clap, sure, clap.
So we thought first that work hard, but also smart. Second of all, that you don't have to be the most talented or the most special player. And working hard beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. And the last one, don't do it just by yourself. The thing you do is bigger than just you.
Timmy, all the way from Switzerland.
First of all, I'm just thankful for you being here. I can't really say much really. It was kind of with me when you were talking about it because I literally talked to a friend of mine in Switzerland a few days ago about it. And I literally said very similar things that you just said, that I've never played football because I said like I had to go to a different college or a teaching college, I don't know what. I just did it because I love football and just your talk here now helped me so much. Like it just feels good knowing that there are other people that like think alike.
When it's getting really cold and dark and they're doing conditioning, FSUs, they're running gases. What do they need to remember? Jerry Rice told me this, and that's why I'm going to keep going.
And you guys have heard me say this around you guys the entire time. Always give 100%. Trust the guy that's next to you. Know that this guy is always, this guy's got your back. He's going to fight with you. He's going to do everything possible he can do to help you to be successful, to help the team. There is no I in team. It's all about teamwork. If you want to, become a great football player, you have to totally commit to being part of that team. Being a link, you can't be a weak link, but you just got to know that that you're totally committed to it. And I was always a team player. I never felt like I was above the team. With all the records, with my teammates, some of my teammates telling me, you don't have to work as hard anymore. You're the man. Why are you still working so hard? Because there's a commitment to the person that's next to me. And I'm not going to let that person down.
Hey guys, so as Jerry makes his exit, don't forget your Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Where's my ring?
Thanks again, guys.